Tesla's insane new Pi phone is a game changer. It has long been conjectured that a Tesla phone named the Model Pi, or P, will be revealed in the market. We're definitely curious about what a smartphone from one of the world's most valuable automakers may seem like, so we've collected all the leaks in this video. A stainless steel whistle, an umbrella with their logo engraved on it, and an all-electric car for young people inspired by Cybertruck are just a few instances of the uncommon yet on-brand things Tesla has released. Smartphones could be included in the mix, even though their release isn't as reliable as other things, at least not yet. Most rumors arise from a studio design's early 2021 YouTube video, but it is made clear that they are the designer's concepts rather than real Tesla leaks or specifics. Most of the rumors we've heard appear to be based on that information. The concept for this phone, such as Neuralink support and connectivity on Mars, are too innovative to be practical now. The development of the phone could carry on even if those features were left out of the prototype for the first version of the phone, considering it was not vital for those features to be present in the prototype for the first edition of the phone. When concepts are being discussed at such an early stage, it is fair to be dubious because it generates valid worries, but it is not acceptable to be disdainful. If the final elimination of phones totally is one of the likely side consequences of brain-connected technology such as Neuralink, or maybe the motive of the technology itself, then putting energy and time into a phone would be a waste of one's time and effort. The space-based internet service called Starlink that SpaceX provides has good ties to Tesla. Elon Musk is the CEO of both. There is even a good chance that the Tesla phone might help in financing the colonization of Mars, which has been the company's aim ever since the company was initially created. This is something that could be made possible by the Tesla phone. With the assistance of the Tesla phone, one might be able to attain this goal. It all comes down to how good the Tesla phone sells, but this is certainly something that has the possibility to change into a reality in the not-too-distant future. But in order for this concept to change into reality, researchers must draw up a method for hiding the hefty antenna that is discovered on satellite phones and determine whether or not a device of this size is capable of providing reliable service. Additionally, they will need to determine whether or not a tiny device is equipped with the same level of service. One hypothesis proposes that it would function in locations where there is already a Starlink base, such as in a building, or if it ever comes to pass, a Tesla automobiles that have an appropriate antenna instated. There is also the gossip that it will mine cryptocurrency, given that Musk has already examined cryptocurrencies in public. It is not absurd to believe that he would want to incorporate the capability to do so into a smartphone, although Bitcoin is more broadly used, and Musk most certainly favors the already existing Dogecoin. There is a report that Tesla's phone would mine a new coin known as Mars Coin, a name Musk himself has tweeted about. For this to function dependably, an important amount of dedicated hardware would have to be incorporated. An application for mobile devices, especially smartphones, has been made by Tesla and is now available for download on mobile platforms. Customers are capable of regulating the volume of the music that is being played in the vehicle, lock and unlock the doors, and make phone calls to the vehicle when they utilize this application. This application would almost likely come pre-downloaded on the phone, assuming that it wasn't already a part of the operating system, enabling for fast access either directly from the lock screen or through buttons on the device itself. It is probable that users of Tesla phones will in the end have access to one-of-a-kind capabilities that are recently only available by installing the Tesla mobile app. This is yet another choice to consider Neuralink support. Neuralink is one of the firms working on the concept of making a connection between computers and the human brain, which is still usually considered to be science fiction. They claim to be initiating the first neural implant that will enable you to manage a computer or mobile device anywhere you go. You can alter how your brain works by giving it some thought. Is it plausible that Tesla will develop the first phone to function with such a feat because Musk is the owner of Neuralink? An early version of the program could theoretically run on any smartphones as long as the Neuralink app was installed, but it would make more sense for it to be implemented here. It would be much more coherent to see something tamer become available first, for instance, just the first 4 or 5 functions coupled with a Tesla-branded version of Android. With all these amazing features, it should have a heavy price tag. If this phone is actual, and Tesla waits to use it until implantable brain-machine interfaces are commercially workable, we would have a few more years ahead of us, although Musk wants to try this technology on humans beginning in 2022. It is also true that the technology would not be straightaway available to everyone, because the main objective of the technology is to help people with paralysis. Considering that Tesla is already in the business of making solar panels and automobiles, this concept is not wholly out of the question. It is implausible that the phone would rely entirely on solar power. However, it is possible that it could have a casing branded with a Tesla logo that allowed solar charging in some capacity. As no one has access to any credible sources, the only thing anyone can go on when discussing this phone are suppositions, and it is impossible to say what the interior of this phone would seem like. It would function with all the conventional components, including a storage capacity of 1 to 2 terabytes, a random access memory or RAM capacity of 16 gigabytes or more, an AMOLED display, and a screen measuring around 6.5 inches. We estimate that information about when customers will be able to begin making their pre-orders will be provided a few months before the day on which the product will be made available to the public.